Donald Trump is in full-blown panic mode after a judge just handed down a brutal ruling that wrecks one of his biggest campaign promises. For months, Trump has vowed mass deportations and the dismantling of federal institutions, but now the courts are finally stepping in to stop him. From federal judges to Congress, democracy is fighting back, and Trump's agenda is starting to crumble. Stick around to see exactly how this ruling humiliated Trump, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Now, Donald Trump has made it clear that he's willing to do just about anything as president. He even says he has the power to.
I don't love, not that I don't have the right to do anything I want to do. I'm the president of the United States. If I think our country's in danger, and it is in danger in these cities, I can do it.
And if tariffs making things more expensive for everyone and destroying our democracy wasn't enough, he took things one step further. Because this week, Trump is freaking out because he was just exposed for doing something that will hurt all Americans, potentially causing irreparable damage to our society. You see, people are now furious at Trump because people in his own administration leaked that he and Doge have been moving everyone's social security information onto unprotected servers. For reasons completely unknown to us, the Trump administration is taking Americans' personal information off of government servers and storing it with less safety than a Google Drive.
Warning that your sensitive personal information may have been compromised. A whistleblower inside the Social Security Administration says Doge employees created a copy of the records of more than 300 million Americans and put that data on a vulnerable server. CNN's Matt Egan joins me now with this new reporting. So what more is in this complaint from the whistleblower?
Yeah, Eric, we knew that Doge was taking its move fast, break things attitude to the federal government. Now we're learning more about some of the potential consequences there. And this stunning whistleblower complaint, it's not coming from some low-level employee or some intern. This is coming from the chief data officer at the Social Security Administration, aka someone who would know. Now, in this 18-page complaint, he alleges that among the critical data that was stored in this vulnerable cloud server, it includes people's names, their social security numbers, their dates of birth, their addresses, citizenship status, even their parents' names, all of it stored in this cloud server. Now, Charles Borges, the whistleblower here, says that the copy of the database apparently lacks any security oversight from the agency or even tracking to determine who has access. And he wrote in this complaint, should bad actors gain access to this cloud environment, Americans may be susceptible to widespread identity theft, may lose health care and food benefits. He went on to say that the government could even be responsible for having to reissue every single American a new social security number at great cost. And he said, look, he did sound the alarm internally, repeatedly. He said that he warned people internally that something was wrong, but he said to his knowledge, no action was taken.
This is absolutely huge. Up to 300 million Americans may have been exposed to identity theft, all because Doge employees uploaded them to an unsecure server. That means nearly every American may need to be issued a brand new social security number, which would be a pain for everyone. Now, hopefully that doesn't have to happen, but this is insane that we're even facing this possibility. Now, this wasn't the only big failure this week for Trump, because he's also starting to freak out because of a new bill in Congress that already has bipartisan interest before Congress even gets to work on it. Democratic Congresswoman Luz Rivas just introduced the Inform Act into Congress that could put an end to Donald Trump's use of ICE agents as his own personal police force.
Democratic Congresswoman Luz Rivas is now introducing a bill that would require ICE to notify an immediate family member if a detainee is being moved within 24 hours of their transfer. The Los Angeles Times reports she made the move after ICE snatched an 18-year-old high school senior while he was walking his dog and then moved him out of state without his parents' knowledge.
This bill would seek to challenge ICE's use of surprise tactics overall, meaning the days of surprise, warrantless raids could be soon coming to an end. And if losing his private, mask-wearing army wasn't bad enough, in one final blow to Donald Trump, his massive new prison camp was just shut down. Donald Trump promised mass deportations at whatever whatever cost necessary, but he just pushed this one judge too far, because this week, a federal judge from the District of South Florida ruled that Alligator Alcatraz violated several laws and would have to be shut down. According to the judge, Trump built this detention camp in the partially protected Everglades, and he didn't follow proper building codes and did not in any way meet the standards of a facility to house humans. And yes, Donald, as much as you would like to disagree, immigrants are humans too. Donald Trump has tried to appeal by saying, well, the prison's already built, so what are you gonna do? But this judge was not having it. She struck a follow-up ruling that says that even if Donald Trump tries to appeal the case, he still has to relocate the prisoners to safer facilities. And he even has to dismantle parts of the facility. This judge is literally trying to wipe Trump's disgusting detention camp off the map.
Major headline involving that highly controversial new immigration detention center in Florida, known as Alligator Alcatraz. ABC News obtaining an email from a state official now suggesting it could be empty in just days.
Tonight, Florida's controversial immigration detention center, dubbed Alligator Alcatraz, may be empty within days, just 2 months after it opened at an estimated $400 million cost to American taxpayers. ABC News obtaining an email from the head of the state's Division of Emergency Management, Kevin Guthrie, saying in part, "We are probably going to be down to 0 individuals within a few days."
I call it Alligator Alcatraz.
The detention center, located in the heart of the Florida Everglades, was rapidly built, capable of holding up to 3,000 detainees. President Trump and DHS touring the facility.
I mean, you don't always have land so beautiful and so secure. We have a lot of bodyguards and a lot of cops that are in the form of alligators.
The facility drawing public backlash over its location and living conditions, becoming the subject of multiple lawsuits. Last week, a federal judge in Miami ordered the detention center to wind down operations, state officials appealing the decision. Today, Governor Ron DeSantis stating the numbers are lower due to DHS deportations.
The deportations are continuing. DHS is taking people out of there, and they're moving them out.
That email from the head of Florida's Division of Emergency Management was sent to interfaith leaders who were looking to hold religious services at the facility.
Donald Trump spent years working with the Heritage Foundation to lay the groundwork for waves of deportations, and the entire plan might just be at the beginning of the end. No wonder Trump is trying so hard to dismantle our court system. It's the only thing that ever holds him accountable. Whether it's the Department of Government Efficiency firing everyone for no reason, or trying to bend the law to deport thousands of people, all of Trump's plans have two massive weaknesses: his own corruption and his own incompetence. American democracy hasn't won every fight against Trump, but this week, we got him pretty good. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about Trump's agenda blowing up this week, and as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.